fractions to decimals. So in this problem, you need to analyze how you do the division, so then you can also simulate this using a program. So as long as you know how you usually do the division, you can write it out in a code. So first I read the input A and B, so what we need to calculate is A divided by B. And first I created this answer string, which is empty at first, and we will add each of the decimals to it afterwards. So first I got the integer part of the whole digit part of the answer. So A divided by B, this will return an integer. It will truncate off the decimals. So we already found the whole number part. And then afterwards, we have to remember to add a dot to represent that the decimal is starting here. And this n will keep track of the answer size. And here I use this A modular B. This gets the remainder of A divided by B. So if A divided by B still have some remainders, and it's if they don't have any remainders, then we will add a 0 to the end. So it will be the whole number 0.0. And also remember to increase the size of the answer by 1 since we added a new digit. And otherwise, we'll use this while loop to calculate the rest of the integers. So here in the beginning, I first get the number A modular B multiplied by 10. So because we know that we've already used A divided by B, this means that whatever is left A modular B is it cannot be divided by B anymore. Basically means that it will be too small. So we have to add a 0 at the end to make it a bit bigger. So this is what this multiplying by 10 does. We multiply the remaining. And while this x is not equal to 0, this means that we still have some integers left. We didn't fully divide the two numbers yet. So while it's not 0, we will do the following. First, we check if the current x is visited. If it is visited, this means that we've encountered a reoccurring integer, recurring decimal. So in this part, we'll add the brackets and stop. So if it's first, I created this visited array and set it all to -1, and I made it to 10 to the power of 6. Although in the question there's only 10 to the power of 5, but here in the beginning I have this multiplying by 10, so it might exceed 10 to the power of 5. So I just set it to 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 6. And afterwards I will insert a bracket at this visited position. So this visited keeps track of where we first encountered this x. So at that position, the place where we encountered this x, we will insert the opening bracket and add a closing bracket to the end, and also increase the size of answer by 2 because we had two more characters, the two brackets, and we will stop this while loop. Otherwise, we will first set x to visited and set the visited x to n, meaning that we've encountered x at position n. And remember, n was the length of the answer, so we will have this in order. And then afterwards, we will add the amount of x divided by b. Same here as a divided by b. X divided by b will return just since they're both integers, this will just return the whole number part. So we will still have the remainder afterwards. And I added it by 10. I added it by 0 because we have to convert this into characters using the ASCII code. And then now I get the remainder of what was x divided by 5. So x modular 5. And same as before, we will multiply it by 10 to use this in the next loop. And then we also increase n by 1 because we just added a new digit here to the answer. And then this will keep on going until we've reached either a repeating decimal or the remainder is 0, meaning that we finished the division. So then at the end here, you can't just print it out. It's stated in the question that you need to print out almost 76 characters in each line. So this is what the while loop does. I first started at index 0, and then I will loop every 76 of the characters in our answer string and print them out and add a new line every time. So after this finishes, the program will finish and you will have the answer.